Blacks don't read. They are still our slaves. We can continue to reap profit from the blacks without the effort of physical slavery. Look at the current method of contentment that they can use on themselves: ignorance, greed, and selfishness. Their ignorance is the primary weapon of contentment. A great man once said, "The best way to hide something from black people is to put it in a book." We now live in the information age. They have gained the opportunity to read any book on the subject through the effort of their fighting for freedom, yet they refuse to read. There are numerous books readily available at Borders, Banners, Nobel, and Amazon.com, not to mention their own black bookstore that provides solid blueprints to reach economic equality, which should have been their fight all along. But few read consistently, if at all. Greed. Greed is another powerful weapon of contentment. Black, since the abolition of slavery, have had large amounts of money at their disposal. Last year, they spent $10 billion during Christmas. Out of their $450 billion in total of yearly income, that's 2.2%. Any of us can use them as our target market for any business venture we care to dream of, no matter how outlandish. They will buy into it, being the primarily consuming people. That's what they made us do. I decided not to read it because I wanted to share it with raw emotions to read it, and I've had this for 2 years. They function totally by greed. They continually want more, with little thought for savings or investing. They would rather buy some new sneakers than invest in starting a business. Some even neglect their children just to have the latest Tommy or Ray-Bans. And they still think that having a Mercedes and a big house gives them status, or that they will have achieved the American dream. They are fools. Vastly majority of their people are still in poverty because greed holds them back from collectively making better communities. With the help of BET and the rest of their black media that often broadcast destructive images into their homes, we will continue to see huge profits like those Tonys, and even saying he doesn't want their money, but look at how the fools spend more with him than ever before. They will continue to show off to each other while we build solid communities with the profit from our business that we market to them. Selfishness, ingrained in their mind through slavery, ingrained in their mind through slavery, guys. Ingrained in their mind through slavery. Bro, is one of the major ways we can continue to contain them. One of their own diagrams says that I'm sorry, the ink is gone from there. But what? We're going to skip that part. A talented pen, he called it. I have to check what that means. He was correct in his deduction that there are segments of their culture that has achieved some form of success. However, that segment missed the fulfillment of his work. They didn't read that talented tenth. Was that the responsibility to aid the non-talented 9/10% in achieving a better life? Instead of that segment, he created another class, a bumpy class that looks down on their own people or aid them for I can't pronounce this word, it's going to be there. Considering AI will pronounce it for you guys. Manner. They will never achieve what we have. Their selfishness does not allow them to be able to work together on any project or endeavor of substance. When they do get when they do get together, their selfishness let their egos to get in the way of their goals. Our egos get into the way of our goals. I'm just gonna stop this here and use one OT for you. Ego comes before goals. Do you get this? Like E comes before G. So if you use your ego first, you are not going to reach the G. You still have to pass through F, which is failure. Shit, this makes sense. Bro, did you guys see what we just did there? Follow me up. See, let's repeat this. I think I'm getting it. Let's repeat it. He was like, when they get to do things together, their selfishness lets their egos get in the way of their goals. If we can pass through our egos, what comes after E is failures, we will achieve our goals. EFG. This is quite interesting. Man, let's continue this. This OT is becoming real. Man. Their so-called help organization seems to only want to promote their name without making any radical change in their community. They are content to sit in conference and conversations in our hotels to talk about what they will do. They will award plots to the best speaker, not to the best doers. Is there no end to their selfishness? Their steadfast refuse to see that together each achieves more. They do not understand that they are no better than each other because of what they own. In fact, most of the bumpers are but 1 or 2 paycheck away from poverty, all of which is under control of our pensions in our offices. We will continue to contain them as long as they refuse to do. Continue to buy what they want and keep thinking they are helping their communities by paying dues to organizations which do little other than hold lavish conventions in our hotels. By the way, don't worry about any of them being later. Remember, they don't win. Prove them wrong and pass this on. This article is from DE, who read this on a New York radio station. For those of you who didn't hear it, this is very deep and this is very true. Unfortunately, this is a heavy piece that Black people would have to swallow. But you don't have to live in this piece. There is maximum advantage of what this article is talking about. For every negativity has a positive side. I'm going to try to invite people that I know would help me decipher this and would have a conversation about that. But I obviously cannot post that on YouTube or anywhere. So we're going to tell you where to find the podcast. What do you think about this? Honestly, I am mesmerized. Like I said, I found this document some years ago in the old office we moved into when I was working for one particular company in Lagos. And this is just because I have a habit of picking up papers. I recycle by using the back of them for my tax. But this particular one, I don't even know how I made it because I normally do not pick this kind of papers. Oh yeah, I think I picked it because I know I can use this place. That's the only reason why I picked it. For years, I've picked it up, I've read it halfway. But this is the day that I ever finished this. Half of the people watching this video did not reach this point. The people that reach this point, you people should meditate on it and follow this page. But we are going to have a deep conversation and start something that will break the course upon this journey. Remember, with you, everything is possible. We are having disclaimers on our guests about the content, but he's going to come, and this is just because of technical challenges and the fact that it is end of the year. Everybody is very busy trying to round up. But as soon as he is free and we get to shoot that particular series, people will get it. There's a reason why I want to do this particular episode with this guest before 2025, and this is just because I want you people to plan for 2025, especially people that want to go into the content creation space, or they are there and they want to make money. They want to know where these guys are getting their peas from. So this information will basically help you structure your goal for next year if you have any. And if you do not have any, I prompt you to sit down and jot things down. Have a plan. Don't go to a battle without a weapon. A plan is just a weapon for your battle. Never forget this, guys. I always try to tell you today, always have a plan. Write it down. You don't have to do it now. Just write it down. I'll tell you people why. XOXO Fauzia Usman, aka Sweet Girl for Life, aka New Mama Africa. I'll see you all in the next episode.